What's up guys, this is Tim from Tactics, and today we're looking at the Evan Smith S shoe from DC. My first thought when I looked at it is that it just reminds me of like an old school skate shoe, but just like a smaller, slimmed down version. When I first put the shoe on, I thought since it was a vulcanized shoe, it was going to have a ton of board feel, but the insole was so squishy and padded that I could barely feel my board at all, and it took about an hour before I could really get used to feeling the contour of the board, and after a day or two, I was completely used to it and it didn't bother me at all. I've been skating these shoes pretty heavily for about 3 weeks. The toe cap held up pretty well, but I started to break through it within the first week. But then there's a Super Suede is directly underneath it, so hasn't even started to scratch that yet. I've never skated a shoe that had a toe cap before, so this was the first one, and I was surprised how much more flick I got with my tricks, and it took a while of getting used to, but I didn't feel like it necessarily made tricks easier. I just had to get used to it, and once I got used to it, things were fine, but it wasn't groundbreaking. I battled a backside heel flip at the Grotto for a while, and I just kept jumping down the stairs over and over again, and I was pleased with how much cushion it had in the heels and in the toes. The insole has a lot of squish to it, and the impact eye cones at the bottom actually provided a lot of impact absorption. These shoes held up. My feet didn't hurt the next day. The rest of my body did, but not my feet. Some things I didn't like about the shoe was that the laces didn't really have any protection, and they just broke really quick, and I had to keep tying them off. And the collar in the back here has no padding, and it'll rub the back of your ankle. If you're used to that, it might not be a problem, but I'm used to having a little more padding back here, so it kind of got rubbed raw back there a little bit. Once again, we're looking at the Evan Smith S shoe from DC. This is a really good shoe for people who want to do technical type of skating, skating manual pads or ledges, but it also has the support you would need to jump down stuff or skate tranny. I mean, it's really an all-purpose shoe. You can just do anything in it. If you got any questions about them, just leave a comment in the box below or head over to tactics.com and check them out.